Hello and welcome back. Appreciate everybody's support and feedback. This week I am tasting Doc Swinson's straight bourbon whiskey finished in Sherry Cask. It's part of their single barrel select program called Alter Ego. And this one was a selection from I believe the local Total Wine & More here in the Austin area. I don't know a whole lot about the distillery. They're located in Washington, and they source whiskeys from all over and then finish them in various barrels, or if they just think it's that good, they release it as a single barrel whiskey. I really like the concept. In a way, it's very similar to what I am trying to do with the Tejas series. For example, the first one that we released was Ranger Creek's rye whiskey finished in Austin Eastsiders barrels. The difference is we're actually releasing them through the distillery that makes the whiskey. But I love the concept of experimenting and trying new things and just kind of seeing what you can get. So this particular bourbon is from Tennessee. It's 12 years old. I don't know what distillery. So it's aged for 12 years, and then they finished it in Oloroso Sherry Cask for, I believe, 6 months. This one has a mash bill of 84% corn, 8% rye, and 8% barley, and they bottled it at 90 proof. As you can tell, the color is a light amber. The smell, it fluctuates for me. I go from this really heavy caramel to a caramelized sugar with hints of cinnamon bread. There's definitely a hint of apricot in there, but it's kind of that sweet apricot smell. And like I said, it fluctuates for me. So the taste starts with this really kind of light fruit, but it's got a really oily texture, and that kind of tends to coat your mouth and take over. And then from there, it goes right into that finish. I mean, in order to kind of really see what's on the palate, it takes a little bit. Again, there's a little bit of oak, but again, that oil just kind of really overpowers and takes over. The finish is kind of has a fruit tang to it, almost like like that kind of finish from an orange for me. And then the oil kind of kicks in with some sweetness, but then there's a very, very subtle after finish of spice, kind of like how white pepper kind of slowly builds heat instead of black pepper kind of really right there immediate. It's kind of what it does. Wherever the oil kind of touched your mouth, you start to kind of get this slow heat. It's very subtle, not in a bad way. It's just there. I really like sherry finished products, I think, and I like bourbon, so the concept is really great. However, you know, compared to Still Austin here in Austin, who released a sherry finished bourbon of theirs, I don't think it's the same. The Still Austin one has by far much more sherry notes and a better overall bourbon flavor. So if you find it, if you're into sherry and you're into bourbon, it's worth checking out. I can't remember what it cost, but I found it at Total Wine & More. So if you're interested, check it out. Until next time, cheers.